Hello and welcome to Stacey G's Kitchen. Today I'm so excited because I'm going to show you how to make my fast, easy and super Christmassy gingerbread biscuits. First of all, we're going to put the plain flour, 350 grams of plain flour, into your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you will need to do this by hand. It is much easier in one of these things, but if you're going to do it by hand, that's fine. Just make sure when you're rubbing in the butter and the sugar in together, you do it with very light fingers. And you want to get breadcrumbs. But for today, I'm definitely doing it in a food processor because my recipe is fast and easy, and it's much faster and easier in one of these things. So 350 grams plain flour, 175 grams of light brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. And then you're putting in 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. Put on your food processor for about 5 seconds. Now you're ready to put in your cold cubed butter. There's 115 grams of cold unsalted butter which you've cubed. Pop that in. And now turn your food processor on again for about 10 seconds. What you'll have now is lovely fine kind of breadcrumbs. If you want to come and have a look at this, you'll have just fine breadcrumbs. All the butter has been mixed in beautifully with the flour. In this jug, I have 60 grams of golden syrup. And here I have 1 large egg. Pour one into the other and beat to combine. Put the top on your food processor, open the little hatch, and we're going to pour this in whilst pulsing at the same time. Now I'm going to turn it on until a soft dough is formed. On a clean surface, just pour the dough out. Okay, it's lovely. Now with your hands, just bring it all together. That's a nice looking dough right there. I like to now split my dough in 2. It's just easier to work with a smaller piece. I'm going to wrap it in cling film and I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes. You don't need to put it in the fridge, it can be rolled straight away, but if you put it in the fridge it's going to get a little bit colder. And it is easier to roll then. It's now going in the fridge. Here's my dough ready to use. So flour a surface, pop your dough on there, and flour the top. I'm going to roll, any rolling pin will do. Roll your dough out, make sure you're turning it so it doesn't stick onto the board. And you're going to roll it out to whatever thickness you like. Some people like thick gingerbread biscuits, some people like thin gingerbread biscuits. I like medium gingerbread biscuits. So I'm going to roll mine out to thickness of about a £1 coin. The good thing about this dough is you can reuse the scraps. So simply roll them into a ball and then you can re-roll it out again. Now, time for the fun to begin. I'm going to be making some gingerbread snowflakes. And I'm going to be decorating them with sprinkles, so just try and get as many as you can. The good thing about flouring the board is that your gingerbreads will come up very nicely. If you don't flour the board, there's a very high chance they'll stick. Snowflakes on this one, and I'm doing little gingerbread men on my other pan. These are great fun for you to decorate in amusing styles. I very much like decorating my gingerbread men to be a little bit cheeky. Or you can just make them and give them to the children to decorate. Get a load of different icing colours and let the children go for it. Such fun. Okay, so let's do a little bit of decoration. I think it's important to know that you don't have to be amazing at icing to do really great gingerbread men. Sometimes less is more. So for these particular ones, because I'm using them on a very special cake, I'm just going to pop some sprinkles around the outside of the snowflakes. Let's take some. The good thing about these is once you've put the sprinkles on, there's really nothing else you have to do to them because they look really pretty. Okay, so that's one half is going to be in the red. And then I'm going to use gold for the other ones. And make a pretty flowery pattern in the middle of the other ones. So you put your pattern in the middle. Once you're happy with where they are situated, very, very fiddly, but once you're happy with where they are, just push them right in with your finger like that, and that's fine. Kids can definitely help doing this. These gingerbread men I'm going to make into Christmas tree decorations. Because I don't really want to have a hole right in the top of the gingerbread man's head, I'm going to make them into funny falling gingerbread men with shocked expressions on their faces, and it would be very amusing to dangle them off the tree. So I got to get a little mini cookie cutter. If you don't have one of these, it doesn't matter. You can use a chopstick, a straw, anything you want to make a hole in the gingerbread man's foot. And here we go. Make sure the hole is big enough though, so that you'll be able to put some ribbon or something in them when they've been baked. These are now ready to go in the oven for around 9 minutes. The oven temperature should be around 170 degrees fan or 190 degrees conventional heat. Leave your gingerbread shapes for a couple of minutes to cool before transferring them onto a wire rack to cool completely. I'm now going to show you how to ice my falling down shocked gingerbread men. As you can see, I've put little blue clips on the top of my icing bags. That stops all the icing from splurging out the top and also keeps it nice and wet inside and stops it drying up. So, our gingerbread men need some little buttons, so I'm going to do those in red. You make big buttons, small buttons, it absolutely doesn't matter. Your children would love to help you. If you have kids, they'd love to help you with this. But what I'd probably do is give my children their own ones to do and get on with mine separately so they don't ruin them. And now they need some little eyes. 1, 2, and this one's also good. And some eyebrows. Whoop. Whoop. I do love icing. It takes a while to practice it, but once you know how to do it, it's really cool. I'm going to do an icing tutorial for you soon, so you'll know exactly what to do. And I'm going to give him a shocked face, because he's falling off of the tree. So I think we need a big, round, open, shocked mouth for our gingerbread man there. Hold it up. They look so cute. We've got to actually wait for these to dry just for a little while. You can pop them in the fridge for 3 minutes or something and they'll be perfectly dry to use. For now, I just leave them here. And whilst I've got the time to show you, I'm quickly going to decorate a mankini one because it's very funny. I've got the yellow, so I might as well. So my little gingerbread men wearing a mankini. Let's just quickly show you how to do that. Little eyes again, a little nose, and a big smile because he's so happy to be wearing his mankini. And obviously he's got to have a belly button down there. And now with the yellow line icing, just check it's not crusted up. We're going to do a V going down past his belly button and then going all the way back up again. Now we're going to get a little bikini area in here. Make it as big or small as you choose. To be perfectly honest, if you're not really into icing, you could just do little things like this and it makes it look really cool. You don't need to worry about completely decorating your gingerbread men up to the nines because actually they look quite funny if you just do a few little bits and bobs. Looking quite happy with his mankini on. Very simple and a bit of Christmas fun. Make your decorations. Cut a little bit of ribbon of your choice. Doesn't have to be gold, can be any colour you want. And if you remember, we put a little hole in our gingerbread men before we put them in the oven. So we're going to pop that through and tie your ribbon into a little knot. Now it's ready to hang on the tree. This is a brilliant thing. You can put them all over your tree and on Christmas morning the children can come down, pick them off and eat them. I honestly think that these biscuits are so much more fun than normal gingerbread men. They are super easy to do, the children can help, they put a smile on your face, and they are mighty tasty. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button and I'll see you again soon.